High Plains Prospectors here, out metal detecting this little park, little neighborhood park, and something just kind of passed through my head, and figured I'd share a couple tips on metal detecting a park. And I've heard people ask, well, where do you start? And I'm going to give you a couple pointers here. I always like to detect around parking because people are getting out and putting things in and taking things out of their pocket. This is grass, so somebody may not even realize that they lost anything until later on. So this is where I'm going to metal detect in between here, where people were coming from, and where they're going, which is over by the ball diamonds. Alright, I got a really good reading. I'm going to see if you can hear this. I have my headphones on. But we're hunting with a Garrett AT Pro right now, and I have it discriminated up for just coins. There's a lot of garbage around here, a lot of pull tabs, so I'm trying to minimize my excess digging. But this is a good signal. I'm getting a solid 85. It's not bouncing at all. I don't think it's aluminum, so it's not very deep either. It's like 2 inches, so I might be able to just get it right on the surface here. Pinpointer out. Might be a little deeper than I thought. Oh. Right there. So, not very deep. Pull my shovel out. Oh, there it is. Just fell right out of the side here. And it's just a clad quarter. Funny enough, I go not a foot, and I'm picking up another solid 80, which is probably a dime, but it could be silver, so I'm going to dig it, see what I come up with. And it's a little deeper, so I'm going to shut this off and then come back to it. Sounds good though. So this one may be a little deeper than the last one, but I always check the surface, see if it's shallow enough to dig and exactly where it's at. And got my pinpointer right on top of it, right there. So I'm going to just dig down a couple inches. See what we got. I think it's another coin. I'm not sure it's a quarter, but it's in that little cloud right there. Oh, there it is. You can see, just see the edge of it. Right there. And it's just a copper penny. Real copper pennies ring really good on the AT Pro. The clad ones don't. So at least you're digging up a few cents there. I keep throwing this thing. Awesome. Alright, I always try to stop before I get too far out of the hole. This isn't really anything special, but it is another penny. It's a newer one. It's pretty corroded. But it is a coin. There are a lot of them in here. Alright, I got another pretty decent target. I was reading a solid 80 on the AT Pro. And pinpointing it is right there, and it is not very deep. So it might be a penny or a dime, I'm not sure. Oh, garbage. Bottle cap. Aluminum one. Round. Kind of rang like a ring would though. So glad I dug it up. Get it out of here. Could have been something else. Alright. Pretty sure I got a quarter here. Find it again. There it is. Reading a solid 87 and not bouncing. Dig right there. It is. And it is a quarter. Not old. $19.80. I got another, what looks to be just a quarter. Just a, let's see, clad 73. So we're getting closer. We need to get down into the 60s though to find some silver. We'll keep looking. I think I got a dime here. Sitting right there. dime. Not silver, but it is a dime. Alright, found what I think is a quarter. Arena solid 87. About 4 inches deep. Right at the tip of that. Dime. There might be something else in there though. I'm going to check. And funny enough, I followed my own rules and double checked this hole, and I got another signal, but it's in this pile here. I think I've already dug it out. Actually a dime and a quarter. So good thing I double checked my hole. Looks like somebody else has been at our territory metal detecting. You can see a hole here that's kind of dug up and not really filled in, and a bottle cap right next to it. Slobs. And I just popped out another dime. So that's not silver, but it is still funny because this is somebody else's hole. And apparently they don't have the metal detector equipment that I do. Just go to show you, spending a little extra money can pay off. Got another hole here. Pretty good target. Reading pretty solid, 80s. Right there on the side. Somewhere. Said like 6 or 8 inches deep, so. Well, I just found a 1966 dime, so we're getting really close to the years that they would have been silver. We need to go 64, 65 or older. So getting closer. Another nickel. It's the second one I found. High Plains Prospectors here. Here's what we found today. Bunch of coins. Little pocket knife. Not great. Not too bad though. A few dollars worth of coins. We gotta get out here and enjoy the weather for a couple hours. Scrap iron. Coin hound. That's the new name I'm going for. We'll see if it sticks. We always clean the trash out. Pack everything out. It's one of the rules of metal detecting. It's a good principle. Good rule to follow. Not only are you being a good Samaritan packing out your trash, but you're also cleaning it up so you don't have to deal with it next time. So anyway, that's our haul. Don't forget to visit our website at www.highplainsprospectors.com, where you can find the finest in metal detecting and treasure